March is Women's History Month, and this week there's a celebration of female voices happening in the tri-state. Northern Kentucky University is hosting a unique 4-day event called Sistahs Who Swing. And here to talk about all the female trailblazers being featured is Laura Gentry, president of Jazz Alive. Laura, it's great to see you as always.
Thank you for having me. Always great to see you.
It sounds like you're going to have an amazing event with some amazing people. Before we even get into the nuts and bolts of the event, why is an event like this so important?
Well, I created the initiative Sistahs Who Swing to focus on African American women in jazz. But the bigger picture is a personal experience that I had where you may be sitting with people who are your allies in diversity, equity, inclusion, and sometimes still get overlooked.
Yeah.
And that was the impetus to create Sistahs Who Swing, because African American women, we navigate through gender and race through everything that we do. And so we wanted to be able to bring this up across all spectrums to also talk about how do we get better and empower people to move the needle on inclusion.
And so this became about more than just art, more than just music. This became about life and business and everything, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So talk about some of the people who are going to be there and some of these master classes that are going to take place.
Well, a really great thing we're having is a panel discussion on Thursday, March 24th. I'm going to be the moderator, and it's going to feature some really great people in the tri-state who we believe have kind of conquered some of the things that we face as African American women. Yeah. My partner in crime, Kathy Wade.
Kathy Wade is going to be there. I love that.
Angela Powell Walker, who's the artistic director at SCPA.
Dear friend, wonderful lady.
Taryn Kennebrew, who is a great entrepreneur here. Adoria Maxberry, graphic artist. Verinda Dowdy, who is one of the first African American women to graduate from NKU with a degree in social work. Also, Sheila Williams, who's an author. And they're going to do a panel. We're going to talk about some of our experiences in navigating through these things, staking our place in the areas that we've worked in. And then the multi-day event is going to end with a masterclass in clinic with jazz vocalist Renee Marie and a concert with the NKU jazz faculty.
And twice Grammy nominated?
Twice Grammy nominated, and has an amazing story of basically empowerment in walking into her truth of being a jazz vocalist. Started in her early to mid 40s, walked away from some very secure things and some challenging things to fully lean into her truth of being a vocalist. And she's also a great songwriter. She doesn't talk about that a lot, but she's a great songwriter.
How interesting is it that when you have a panel discussion like this, you're going to have people who have some very common experiences, but they've all got their own story. You know, not everything's exactly the same.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that I think will resonate with a lot of people too.
There is universality in the stories, but they're unique because of some of the areas that people are in with business and education and the arts and social work. And so we want to be able to highlight all of those experiences with the people who have navigated through these things of gender and color.
If people still want to attend, or they want to attend part of it or the whole thing, how do we find out more information to make all that happen?
nku.edu/SWS. And all of the events with the Sistahs Who Swing multi-day residency are free to the public.
Oh, that's excellent. Excellent. It's great to see you.
Great to see you,
And it's great to be talking about doing things and having stuff and all of it. And I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
I know you're very busy, but we're going to haul you back in here soon.